Hello everyone. In the previous lecture, we have studied the Langmuir adsorption isotherm in the surface chemistry topic. Now we are going to study the factors which are affect the adsorption process. So in the adsorption process, we know that it may take place between the solute or solution, or it may take place between the solid surface and the gas molecules. So how these different types of the factors will affect this adsorption process? So here are some factors are given, nearly 7 factors are given that will affect or that will influences the process of the adsorption, and these factors are very important in determining the quantity of the adsorption. First is the nature of the adsorbent. We know that the surface area which is provided by the adsorbent material on which the process of adsorption of the gas molecule or the liquid takes place. So nature of this adsorbent is very important, because higher or larger is the surface area, more will be the adsorption. So we have studied the different types of the adsorbent material like alumina, silica gel, activated charcoal, then natural zeolite, artificial zeolite, etc. So different types of the adsorbent materials are available, but in that the adsorbent material which having the higher surface area, that means which is more porous in nature. So the porous surface containing compound or the porous material like alumina, silica gel and the charcoal. So these two adsorbent material having the greater adsorbing tendency or affinity for the gas molecule, because these having more surface area, and further the surface area of the adsorbent can be activated. So in this case, wood charcoal may be used, or if we activate the adsorbent surface area, then the tendency of the adsorption or the process of the adsorption will goes on increasing. So if we consider the charcoal which is obtained from the wood or wood charcoal, it can be, if we heat that charcoal up nearly 350 to 1000 degrees Celsius, so in that case that adsorbent material will get activated. So after activation, the organic material or matter which is present in the wood or in the charcoal, it will get removed easily, and after removal of this organic material, the larger surface area is available for the adsorption. So adsorbent material can be activated, and we can use this type of the adsorbent material which is porous, that having the larger surface area. Second is the nature of the gas or nature of the adsorbate material. So generally in case of the gas molecule, already we have studied in the Freundlich adsorption theory, and in Langmuir adsorption theory, gas as well as solute in solution is also considered. But in the first theory, Freundlich theory, we have considered only the adsorption of the gas molecule on the different surface area. So the nature of the gas molecule will also affect this process of the adsorption. So if we consider the highly liquefying gases or the gases which are easily soluble in water, that are found to be will shows the more adsorption process, or that can be easily adsorbed on the surface area of the adsorbent. So the gases which can be easily liquefied, for example chlorine gas, it can be easily liquefied, so it will shows the maximum amount of the adsorption. Or in this case, the gas which can be easily soluble in water. So the particular specific gas will shows the particular amount of the adsorption process on the given adsorbent material. Third is the temperature. We know that at the lower temperature, the adsorption process is higher in case of the physical adsorption, but in chemical adsorption what happens, slightly higher temperature, the activation energy will be provided and new bonds are formed, so chemisorption takes place. So somewhat higher temperature chemical adsorption is possible, but generally if we consider the general adsorption process, at the lower temperature adsorption is found to be maximum, and if we increase the temperature then desorption takes place, or at the higher temperature the adsorption it is less, or the reverse of the adsorption takes place. So we have to provide the optimum conditions for the temperature in order to get the maximum adsorption. Then fourth factor which is very important, pressure, because in the Freundlich adsorption we have studied the formula is given x upon m equals to k into p raised to 1 upon n. So this pressure quantity, so the amount of the gas adsorbed, it is dependent upon, it is proportional to the pressure, and we have studied the graph. According to that graph we can say that at the lower pressure adsorption takes place. If we increase the pressure to the intermediate level, then further adsorption goes on increasing, but at higher pressure it is observed that the adsorption process will not occur further, it remains constant. So higher pressure there is no adsorption takes place. So we have to maintain the optimum condition for the pressure or the particular intermediate level for the pressure. Then fifth one is the reversible nature. We know that the adsorption is the reversible in nature because it involves the two steps. First is the condensation of the gas molecules on the surface of the adsorbent material, solid surface area, and in which molecules will get bind to the surface area. This is first process. In second process what happens, this gas molecule which are adsorbed, they may get removed, may get evaporated. So this is called as the desorption process. So these two processes are present in equilibrium with each other. So adsorption is found to be a reversible in nature, and if we increase the temperature to higher level then desorption takes place. So we have to maintain the particular equilibrium, that is at particular definite pressure and temperature should be maintained to get the equilibrium between the adsorption or condensation of the molecules and the desorption. So it is having the reversible nature. And sixth point, it is the exothermic nature. This exothermic nature will also very important factor that will which is important in the process of the adsorption. So exothermic reaction occurs when bonds are formed. In the first step, the gas molecule will get bind. It will form the bond with the surface area of the adsorbent material. So in that case what happens, when bonds are formed, energy is get released. So heat of adsorption is found to be more, and due to this bond formation energy is get released. So it is found to be exothermic in nature. So this process is exothermic first stage. So that will having this process having the higher enthalpy or higher heat of the adsorption. In chemisorption, enthalpy is higher, nearly up to 100 kilocalorie per mole, and for physical adsorption or the van der Waals adsorption it is very less, nearly 10 kilocalorie per mole. So there is difference. So process is the exothermic, that is bond formation. Last one is the specific nature. So depending upon the particular gas molecules or the particular adsorbate molecule, the adsorption process also varies. So if adsorbent material is changed, then process or the amount of the adsorption also get changed. If the gas molecules are changed, so nature is very important, but this process is found to be the specific, that is the optimum conditions of the pressure and temperature is required. We know that the higher pressure there is no increase in adsorption, it remains constant, and at higher temperature adsorption goes on decreasing, or it will decreases or desorption takes place. So we have to maintain the optimum condition for pressure and temperature that will be reproducible. So this is the specificity or specific nature for the process of adsorption. So all these factors are very important that will decide the particular adsorption process. Now the next theory we are going to study is the BET theory. It is given by the scientist Brewer, Emmett and Taylor. These three scientists have studied the number of gas molecules on different adsorption material. So in the Langmuir adsorption, what happens? We have considered the in that case unimolecular layer formation on the surface of the adsorbent. It is considered, and that theory does not explain much more about the adsorption of the solute in the solute and solutions. So that theory has some limitations. So this BET theory is the extension of the Langmuir theory. So in this theory, certain number of the assumptions are given. Now in this theory, it is said that the molecules will form the multilayer on the surface of the adsorbent. Now this first layer and the second layer having the difference in the enthalpy, and the second layer having slightly less enthalpy as compared to first layer. So multi-layer concept it is given by this BET theory, which is not explained by the Langmuir theory. Secondly, this Langmuir theory can be applicable for each layer of the molecule. So this adsorption, in this case first layer of the molecules which is adsorb, it will having interaction with the second layer. So there is interaction between the layers occurs, and Langmuir theory can be applicable to each layers. So multi-layer concept it is given in this theory. Then we know that equilibrium is also exist, and pressure and temperature. According to pressure and temperature, the adsorption process will get varied. So these gas molecules can be form the multi-layer of adsorption on this surface area. So this theory has explained the different types of the gas molecules that will form the multi-layer, and their enthalpies can be determined. So this theory has given this one equation. This equation gives the further constant for the adsorption process, which can be determined by graphical method. Let us see this equation. So this BET theory has given only one equation, 1 upon V into P0 upon P minus 1 equals to C minus 1 V divided by VMC into P upon P0 plus 1 upon VMC, where this quantity like V is the adsorbed gas quantity, or the quantity of the gas which is adsorbed is V, P0 is the saturation pressure of the adsorbate, P is the equilibrium pressure of the adsorbate, because when saturated pressure occurs, that means all the molecules, maximum molecules will get adsorbed on the adsorbent, and at the equilibrium pressure there is equilibrium between the condensation of molecule and the evaporation. So at this equilibrium, the pressure maintained, it is the P, and P0 is the saturation pressure. Now C is the BET constant, which is given experimentally determined quantity. It is given as EXP E1 minus EL upon RT. So all these BET constant, it is determined experimentally. It is found to be a constant. Now this E1 and EL which are present here, R is the universal gas constant we know, and temperature, T is the temperature. E1 is the heat of adsorption for the first layer, and EL is the heat of vaporization. So these two energies which are evolved during the process of the adsorption, these are also given in this theory. So this is very important theory, and it is the modified theory as compared to the Langmuir adsorption. Now from this theory we can plot the graph of 1 upon V into P0 upon P minus 1 versus P upon P0. Okay, now this graph is found to be a straight line. We are getting this straight line, and on this graph, if we plot this slope, the slope is given by C minus 1 upon VMC, and the intercept is equals to the 1 upon VMC. Now this VMC, it is very important quantity here, because slope will give the value of C minus 1 upon divided by VMC. So this intercept will also give 1 upon VMC. So this is the straight line equation. So this is equals to y plus mx plus c. So y is this value, m is this value, x having p upon p0 plus 1 upon VMC. So this is straight line equation which can be easily explained, and we are getting this straight line graph. So in this case, these three scientists has given very important prediction for the determination of energy, which is evolved or enthalpy of the adsorption, which can be determined here from this equation. Now from this slope we are getting the value of the C, which is the BET constant. So this BET constant is the experimentally determined and very important quantity. So that's all for today. In the next lecture we will study the applications of the adsorption. This adsorption process is used in the different types of the applications. So this we are going to consider in the next lecture, which is the last topic from this chapter. So we have completed this BET theory, and in next lecture we will study only the applications for the adsorption. Thank you.